Today's lesson is all about how blocks show up. So I want to talk to you a bit about that, give you some of my own examples, and what I want you to do is just have a think about it, watch the video back. The videos are not going to be long, and also the homework is not going to take you very long to do. Should sort of take you no longer than 5 minutes. Use the workbook. Again, if you don't have the workbook via email, it is loaded up in the file section. Sorry. So you can just download that onto your computer and write directly into it. There's no need to print it out and then write on it. So again, if you didn't watch day one's video, watch that first. So go back, it's pinned up at the top of the page now, but that will be coming down, so you'll have to just search for it, because I will be pinning up this video to the top. Actually, the homework will be pinned to the top this evening, and I will put a link in for the video so that it's for ease of reference. But yeah, make sure you watch day one first, then do the homework, and then come back to day two. Thanks very much. Hi Cheryl, lovely to have you here. So again, today's lesson is about how blocks show up. So yesterday was what are blocks, and you know, some of the things that might be coming up for you. So today we're looking at how they show up. So one of the first things, so I've got a number of scenarios. Hi Cheryl, nice to have you here. I've got a few different scenarios of how they might show up. You could have a combination of these, one of them, two of them, all of them. I don't know, but I'm going to give you some examples of things that are have happened to me and still happen, because I believe that if you don't go on this journey and deal with these on a continuous basis, they are going to still keep coming back and you will not have dealt with them. So one of the things is living in the past. So if you keep looking backwards, you're never going to move forwards, or you're going to find it really difficult to move forward because you just keep living back there, and it's really just not going to help you to move forward. So what you need to do is you've got to deal with those things that happened in the past, and only you know what that is. For each and every one of us, one of those things will be different, you know, and if you don't deal with those things, identify them quickly and deal with them, they are going to keep you held back, and that is going to be, you know, one of your mindset blocks. Another way that you know that you have a block and it shows up is that whenever you need to do something, you make an excuse. It could be, oh, I don't have time for that today. Oh, I'm too busy. Oh, I need to pick up the kids. Oh, I need to, you know, whatever that might be, you've just always got an excuse. If you're one of those people that always makes an excuse when you need to do something, you know that there's something underlying that you haven't dealt with, and that is another way that a block can show up. And again, with everything else, you need to identify it and deal with it. Another one, and this is one that I have, and you might not believe it, but I get paralyzed by fear. I absolutely do. Videos, so me doing this video is a big win for me, because I find it really difficult to do videos, and I might not come across nervous, but I do suffer with nerves and anxiety and all sorts, and get heart palpitations and get a bit sweaty. So sorry if I'm sharing too much. But if you are getting paralyzed by fear, there is something, again, that you haven't dealt with. It is a block. It is showing up. It is telling you that there's something there that you need to deal with. And with me, it's still something that I'm really working on. I don't know why I suffer with fear. I've always been a very confident person growing up, but I guess with me that there's been a few things that have happened to me personally, my personal life, that have changed my personality and a bit of my character, not in the way that I treat people, but possibly in the way that I look at myself. So I really, building up my confidence is something that I have to work on daily, because I do suffer with that. And that could be something for you, that could be with you, like if you've got lack of confidence and you get fearful around situations, like that could be you have fear of talking to people when you're in crowds, you just don't want to be around people, or you can't hold eye contact, you know, just these sort of things. There's many different examples, but like I remember when I had a really bad relationship that I went through, like I said, I used to be so confident as a young woman. And, you know, I was always looking people straight in the eye. And my mum actually noticed, and she pointed this out to me, that she said I always kept my head down. So when I was walking, I would not directly look at people. And that was a fear that I had inside of me. And that was something that I was carrying for so many years. And it's something that I had to deal with. So I don't know how that looks like for you, but being paralyzed by fear is another one, so that you know that, oh, you've got some sort of a block there. It could be an event, it could be some sort of a trauma, something's happened to you in your life, and you have that fear and it paralyzes you. So that's another one. And there was one yesterday that I spoke about, that I touched on briefly, and in fact it was one of my things, that I want things to be perfect before I go ahead and do it. So that was one of the blocks that I wrote down in the homework thread. And I just have this one piece of advice for you. Nothing's ever going to be perfect. You need to just do it and do it anyway. Take imperfect action. You don't need to have perfect action. Things only become perfect with practice. So if you don't go ahead and do it, take that imperfect action and just go ahead and try to make yourself move forward. You know, it's never going to happen. You're just going to stay where you are. So you really need to, like I said, take imperfect action, and you will perfect it. You can tweak something here and there, make it better. And, you know, whatever it is that you need to deal with, you can always work on it. You don't need to wait till tomorrow, till next week, till next year. So that's if you take one thing away today, and that is that take imperfect action. That's one thing I want you to take away today, if you're one of those that are a perfectionist. So there's another one, which, you know, I spoke about the 3 main blocks. I can't, I'm not good enough, I need somebody else to do it with me, or I can't do it alone. And that's that you're questioning your qualifications and your abilities and your skills and your strengths. You also know that there's something there as well. That's another way that it can show up. So everybody has to learn a skill, you know, from the day that you're born till being a toddler. You know, like you have to learn to crawl, and then you have to learn to walk, then you have to learn to speak, and you know, you're always continually learning. And as human beings, and even in the animal kingdom, we always have to learn and get a skill and grow in skills and grow in strengths. And so yes, you might not be qualified now, but that doesn't mean that you can't go out and get that qualification. Doesn't mean you can't go out there and get that knowledge and get better at whatever it is that you want to do. So just do it. Just go out there. Just pick up a book, take a course, do a webinar, whatever it is. Ask somebody to help you. I have mentors, and I have business best friends, and I have my mom. I'm actually lucky. I've got a good support network, and that's what you need to do. You really need to go out there and get yourself a good support network of people who are encouragers in your life. If you have people that are not encouraging you to be your best person and to do the best that you can in your life, then you need to get those people out of your life, because you need encouragers, and you need to go out there and find those people. But you can also do it on your own. So I touched on this a bit earlier, and that's the confidence and insecurities. This is another way blocks can show up. I've definitely had a lot of those, and there are a lot of people out there that suffer with this, and you can deal with it, and there are ways that you can do. And this is the things that we're going to be working on throughout the week, is how to build yourself up and get back that confidence and get rid of your insecurities and help you to move forward. So that is what I want you. Yes, Cheryl, I love that. Personal cheerleaders, we all have those, don't we, Cheryl? But also, I just said to you about another one is about people that are not good for you in your life and helping you move forward, is that maybe a certain person or a group of people trigger you to not be the best person that you are. You have to cut those people out of your life if you can. I've had to get rid of a lot of friends, which is really, really unfortunate, because they're friends that I loved, but they were also people that were keeping me back. They weren't moving forward. they didn't have goals. They, you know, like I just, you know, as much as it had to break my heart, and it did break my heart to do that, I had to really think about my future and just get those people out of your life. You know, there's no, it sounds quite cutthroat and that sort of, you know, saying that you need to do that. But really and truly, you have to have people around you who are going to lift you up. And if people are dragging you down, then you need to cut them loose. And that's all I'm going to say on that. And also, if you're a person that avoids situations, maybe confrontation, you find it a bit hard to speak up for yourself, you know, stand up for yourself, whatever the case may be. This is another thing. You know that a block is showing up in that way. Again, throughout the rest of this week, we're going to be looking at how we get rid of these things and help you to become that person that can stand forward for yourself. And last but not least is giving your power away to people. And the reason why I say giving away your power, because a lot of people have this saying that, oh, this person robbed me of my power. No, they didn't rob you of your power. You gave it away to them because it's yours. It's not theirs. They can't take it unless you gave it to them. So if you are giving your power away to someone, a friend, a spouse, a parent, a sibling, you know, you're letting them take it. So you have to learn to be strong, basically. Strong and stand in your power. This is another block. I mean, there's so many different scenarios that I can come up with, but I wanted to come up with a few that can just help you to realize how they might show up. And, you know, just for you to realize that it's happening to you, so that you know, this is happening to me. I have got some blocks in my life. I've given you a few examples of my own ones. But what I want you to do is to go away with this. I'm going to put the homework thread up in the group. And I want you to take your top 3, the ones that are really, really bothering you the most. And again, write them down in the group. I will write mine as well. And what we're doing now the first few days is just identifying the blocks, identifying how they show up for you. And then as we move forward, we're going to be looking at how we deal with them and how we get rid of them and how you put a plan of action into place for you to really, really, really move forward. And this is what I want for you. We're going to do this together and we're going to smash these mindset blocks and they're going to be gone. It's going to take some time. They say that to form a habit, a new habit takes 21 days of practice. So after the 5 days, you are going to have to go away and do some work and carry on doing that work for 21 days straight. And after 21 days, you will have formed a new habit. And you will start to find that things are going to turn around into your life, in your work, in your career, in your business, whatever the case may be. Things are going to turn around, but you are going to have to put the hard work in. And I am here to help you. But by the end of these 5 days, you're going to have a plan of action and you're going to have to carry on for the next few weeks after that, so that until you reach 21 days plus. But don't just do 21 days. Make sure that you just carry on doing this for the rest of your life. And you're going to see how you are going to fly in your life, in your career and in your business. It's going to be so amazing. But anyway, what I want you to do is watch this video, digest it, go away, have a think about it, take the workbook, write everything down, and then pick your top 3 and put them in the homework thread. And then I will see you tomorrow. I won't be coming on at 11 tomorrow because I have a meeting in the morning. But as soon as I come back from my meeting, I will be on. So it will probably be around lunchtime. So tomorrow's live will be at lunchtime tomorrow. And then I will see you again 11 o'clock Thursday and Friday. But have a wonderful rest of the day. And if you've got any questions, let me know. Cheryl, thank you so much for the comments. Yeah, I hope this was helpful, and I truly believe that we're going to have an amazing rest of the week. And yeah, I will catch you tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye.